and welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
Did you hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What do you do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2, and then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town you might find in a musical. This here's the first setting for the show. As the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. This is one of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town, and people have been waiting for hours to get in.
Hey, Officer Longstock, is this the part where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage, the hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that the idea of private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise that is
Whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. We'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand this now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter? Or even a bad title. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You're at Urinetown, off the country Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admission high generally, so if you're down on your luck, you gotta come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here's counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
Oh, I'm very close, officer. Only a few more.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
Oh, you mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
So meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later on. That there's his daughter.
Well, it's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the back part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye!
Anytime.
Well, we've talked out long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
This is your town,
yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, old man strong.
496, 497, oh, just a few more. Penny for a pea. Sir, can you spare a penny for a morning pea, sir?
What's that?
A nickel or a dime?
Out of my way, child. I got peeing of my own to do.
But I haven't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny. I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Penny 1. And it's Ms. Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Come on, Miss Pennywise, can you come in for free? He's my pa. Just this once.
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all made special arrangements with people in high places before. Why not let this one be ours?
If Old Man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I.
Quiet back there. No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see? I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you all come here, and every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell ya is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise...
No buts, Bobby.
In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight, you've got no rights, I've heard it all before. Just this one's too much, cause once they've won, so one-on-one's once more. I run the only toilets in this part of town, you see. So if you've got to go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my baths now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me, if you've paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
Miss
I
Pennywise...
said no buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking boy, and I'd like to keep you around. But this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time.
I can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you got some kind of right? You think you come in here and go for free? The only thing you'll get is no for free. I'm a business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that what goes in bed must soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me.
But Miss Pennywise...
That's enough, Bobby.
And I think I'll charge you twice.
No need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
I'm through with all of this, you see.
Since you prefer the law gets tested.
Scraping cash 3 times a
And
day.
in Urinetown you'll
Blazing
see
the nitrates half the time.
why it's dumb to fight with me.
If I live, I tell you. It's no way to live.
For the privilege to
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that.
Look there! It's old man Strong. He ain't bacon. He's peeing on the pavement, he is.
He's going and I'm going.
Oh, no, you're not.
All right then, make way.
Make way, damn you, make way.
Ah, that's
So, if it ain't old man Strong.
the same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him! You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite excited.
And what if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I care about.
Joseph Strong, I always knew we'd get you in the end. Take him away!
Bobby!
Pa!
Don't forget me, Bobby!
I won't, Pa, I won't!
And tell your mother that I love her!
I will!
Remember me, boys! Oh God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember how he indulged the wind.
Remember!
Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery up to the doggery. Don't be like him.
What became of him? What do you mean by that?
Keep your head out of the clouds, that's all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay?
My last $2, but I'll pay.
Me too.
Well, I'll pay, Bobby Strong. Always and forever, just as long as you keep letting us pay.
Oh, Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on.
Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? From the cop walking his feet to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms, we're all asking ourselves the same eternal question. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
Gladwell, I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, you'll be full of dough soon enough. We'll all be full of dough just as soon as that new fee hike breezes through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for that vote after my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around when your new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Fitch?
It's a powder keg out there, Gladwell. This time, I'm telling you, I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Oh, darling. We never thought you'd get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left just as soon as my exams are finished.
How's everything, dear?
It's fine, Daddy, just fine. Feels great to be done with school finally.
You see there, Miss McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and with a brain full of the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her brain is half as big as the stuff in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Miss McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be. Hope Gladwell. And all grown up, too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation?
It's just a fax copy position, of course, first day.
A fax copy girl, huh? Well, your father mentioned he was bringing on a new fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to say how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. Oh, you're so beautiful. Ever since you was a little girl.
That's enough, then.
Of course.
Well, wouldn't want to keep you waiting, Senator. I'm sure you'll have your hands full, what with that fee hike vote and all.
Oh, they'll be full, Cladwell. And by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, all right. We'll all be full of cash just as soon as that new fee hike vote comes through.
The vote will come through, Cladwell. The vote will come through just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the vote comes through, there will be nothing else to come through but the cash.
The vote will come through. The vote will come through.
Well, Pip, I think we understand each other.
Well, goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff! This here's our newest fax copy girl and my daughter, Hope Cladwell. Hope, the good people of Urinetown Company, or UGC, as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Say a few words, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
Absolutely right, Hope, darling, absolutely right. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, we came to the great people of this community with a simple proposition. Look the other way. While we run this company the way we see fit, and we'll keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Hope has come to help us join our little operation to help us keep that promise. So, promise me that you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. For one day, she may be wearing the very shoes you see me wearing today. Those same shoes I wore when I made that promise so many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now blue skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made flushing, we flush the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you think? Bucks by the buckets. Faster still than bees making honey.
Gosh, I never realized large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
You do?
All those coins that we take from the throne end up here where those coins are wrong. Lots of coins keep our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is our right. It's not wrong.
We're not free as some make us see. We need funds for our big research team. Magic lab coats and test tubes we see.
What it shows no one knows, but and still we can dream. expensive university in the world to teach you how to feel conflicted, or to teach you how to manipulate great masses of people.
To teach me how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now, get vaccinated.
And copying.
And welcome home.
Wait for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just trying to scrap together a few more coins before late night rushes off. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks, officer. Say, I was thinking, we don't spend very much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me with all the talk about the water shortage and the drought and whatnot, we might spend a little more time on those things too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics too, you know.
Well, sure it would, little Sally, but how do I put this? Sometimes, in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing compared to a lot of little things. The audience tends to be happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing.
Yep.
Oh. Then why not hydraulics?
Go along now, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate forever, you know.
Oh, yeah, fix the coin, bye. Ew.
What a night.
Everything cleaned up all right there, Mr. Barrel?
Sure. Same as always. Did you hear him scream, though, Miss Lockstock?
Old Man Strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes, Mr. Barrel. I did hear him scream. But then they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peek over the horizon, they do scream then, Mr. Barrel. Oh, they most certainly do.
I was hoping you might be different somehow.
Different?
Old Man Strong always seemed tougher than the rest of them. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
In my many years enforcing the laws of the city, learned that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises, not even from the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. Well, it's a hard, cold, tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slap face, smack to the mace, search to the base is a stumble down. It's a path that the leech only one face, hurled to reach is a probable down. A hard, cold, tumble of a journey to Urinetown. Julie Cassidy, went to a field behind the tree, saw there was no one who could see her key but me. And Jane rose and blue, thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the journey kept up there went nothing in a trip to a Urinetown. Are those who think of it as vicious, overly malicious, a bunch of fruits, but it's we who gather to the people, gather to the steeple, lawful fruit. Our task, bring a little order with a lot of horror. From what you and the cook says, certainly a sin constant deprivation, certain aggravation, to learn power of the church, organize a function, keep you going. So, this is what you're after. Urinetown's the raptor. Hanging on!
Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. In a hard, cold, hard journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down. A slap to the face, a smack to the mace, a circle to the bases, a stumble down. Need you only one way, car with a reason to crumble down. A hard, cold, double of a journey to Urinetown.
Off you go then, happy hunting.
So, have you made plans for your journey yet?
To Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, of course, to Rio. Well, I did have to squeeze Gladwell a little bit tighter this month for money bribes, payoffs, extortion fees, all that kind of stuff.
Caution, Miss Lockstock. It would appear we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is. And all grown up, too. Miss Gladwell, a little late for you to be out.
Oh, hello, officer.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were out for a late night behind the bushes trying to keep it free kind of walk.
No, officers. I'm just coming home from work, first day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes, and copying.
Miss Gladwell, your father often spoke of the size and purity of your heart, but he neglected, however, to speak on the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. But take care on these streets late at night, Miss Gladwell. No telling what some people wouldn't do for a couple of coins.
Especially with the new fee hikes and whatnot.
Well, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
Not really. Everyone has a heart, you see. As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals.
Even criminals.
Even policemen.
What?
Bobby Strong.
A little late for you to be out, don't you think?
I was just up late taking care of another late night rush is all. People are getting edgy. There's talk of new fee hikes.
Are they? Well, I'm glad to hear you were otherwise occupied. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for a late night behind the bushes.
Oh, I don't need to do that anymore, officers. Now, while I work for Miss Pennywise, I don't.
But you still need to keep your head out of the clouds, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong, so you don't end up like your father.
How did my father end up?
Well, we better get going. Day's work is never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
Oh, I don't care much for police officers. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Hey, didn't I see you at the amenity this morning?
Oh, that was me. I was rushing off to work, first day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill. Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny, that's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those officers just now about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because, well, because mine feels awful cold just now.
Cool?
Or empty, one of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh, no, of course not. Because of something I did.
Bobby, please move along. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum in your chest? That seems so implausible.
Oh, I did something wrong this morning, is all I'm trying to say. I can't get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
And my action. I let someone down that I love dearly. I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose not.
Well, of course you wouldn't. Because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day. And it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating. It's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart, but to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you hear?
Ah, there it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. You see there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy? Plenty of water? I guess I do want those things.
There was something else your heart was saying. Something maybe I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
Well, I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Well, let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. Ah, there it is. So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air. Far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Well, sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. He was telling me about all those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here. Listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. The aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could part. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can break up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or violence, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Well, good night.
Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Hope.
Good night, Hope. I won't forget what you said about the clouds and my heart.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute. When can I see you again?
I'm afraid in this darkness you can't see me at all.
bright, shining days, just waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow, and I'll show it to you.
She loves him. Doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Sure she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everybody loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, officer?
What's what like, little Sally?
You're in town?
I can't tell you that, little Sally.
Why not?
Because it's a secret. That's why. Its power depends upon mystery. I can't just blurt it out. There's no Urinetown. We just kill people. No. That information needs to be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment. Probably somewhere in Act 2 with lots of singing and dancing.
I get it.
Well, I better head off. It's time for the next scene.
The next morning at the amenity where the new fee hikes are announced.
That's the one. Keep your head down, little Sally. Take care.
Amenity number 9 with the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you all will honor and enjoy. Of course, no one knows better than the good people at You're in Good Company how difficult times are, but research into finding the lasting solutions that we need is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with the profits. I mean, we look forward to finding lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck. Miss Pennywise, I'll see you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise.
It'll be off to Urinetown for the rest of us sooner or later if you do.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. Now form a line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong! Where the hell have you been?
I'm sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was just up all night thinking, is all.
Up all night thinking? You work here now, Bobby. You don't need to go in the bushes anymore.
No, it wasn't.
Like father, like son, that's what I say.
But it was about my father that I was thinking. About what happened to him. About what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
And what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong? Miss Pennywise, what if all this is wrong?
Wrong. You've got a sweet-looking head, Bobby, a sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's gotta come down from there, you hear me? Get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong! You get it out of the clouds!
Off in the distance there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming in radiance, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
The same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun to start another day, something occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal, how I reel when I look at the sky.
Now, who's first? I am.
Ma!
We'll take your fee now, Mrs. Strong. Whose fee that is?
Daily we make them pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
But this is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we prank them, cause we have to follow orders.
I mean, you got enough, Mrs. Strong?
And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. And what's it for? We can't ignore the blacking nor the profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame, it must stop in the name of the sky.
He's on my head, Bobby, isn't it enough?
You keep your cash, Ma.
Really? The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
And what if there's a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process, or judicial body, or body of judicial review. But a new law came from an organ. That's right, a muscular, blood-pumping organ. Like this one, right here.
A muscular organ?
Well, this one's not big enough for you, Miss Pennywise. Try this one on for size.
It's blinding me!
Look at the sky. There's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky. There just is no enough why it's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Ma. Someone's on the house for everyone. Forever!
So you'll be off to Rio then, I imagine?
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the legislature out there, Finn. I understand it was touch and go for a while.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow sure changed their minds quick enough. Just like it changed my mind all them years ago. Gosh, I wish I'd never met you, Caldwell B. Gladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just want to make sure you got your morning faxes.
I hope. You're absolutely glowing.
It would seem that the office work agrees with her. What with all that faxing and all.
And copying.
Oh, yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope Gladwell. I used to be one before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me. 68, 69, 70, just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Why, of course, Hope, darling, anything.
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
Just wondering. I met a boy, you see.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little problem.
Caldwell. Long time no see.
Miss Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian's refusing to take people's money, sir. Young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
They've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole. Daddy, what's going on? I don't understand.
Hope, I wouldn't expect a good and pure heart like yours to understand.
Mr. Barrel and I are ready, Mr. Cladwell. You just say the word.
What I tell you, Cladwell, it's a powder keg out there, and I've got a very important plane to catch you.
Excuse me? You're not going anywhere till we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
Hope, darling, you're a Cladwell. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work were suddenly threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
I would look deep into his heart to try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? No one gets angry at me. Not without a beating!
A beating? But Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating, Hope, darling. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look closely. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bun in the meadow is nibbling grass without a care. It's so delightful that he stops for you. You say, "Hi, buddy," and he stops for you. You pull your trigger and he drops for you. Goodbye, buddy boo. Hello, rabbit stew. Get me, boys!
You tell him, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have better things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, darling.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet.
Look closely. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny had a tall roof. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't land. Poor bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy, buckets jail instead. Hops and vipers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. These immoral people!
Clear as day, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. So take your cue.
Be the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny in a toll booth?
You heard me?
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope, darling. You see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. Then he cozy on your closet floor. And then you open up your closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a magnet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers! Wrestle them as it's next!
I am behind you, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped around the one who steps into you. You step it up to where it's sunny. Step on the
one at a time. Everyone will get a turn.
Here's the cash just for you, Bobby.
It's been a busy
your cash,
day.
friends.
It's been a busy day. Busy stock record.
I know, good.
How's the
good.
urinal holding out?
It's a little spillage, but nothing to be concerned about. The main thing is that the people are happy.
Run!
Wait, no. Everyone, remain calm.
It's gonna take a lot for us to stay calm, Bobby Strong.
We've seized control of this amenity, officers. The people here pee for free.
Yeah!
That's my amenity, officers. I want these people arrested.
Officer Lockstock, what's going on?
Why, it's the Act One finale, little Sally. Gladwell's shown up to snuff out the uprising.
Snuff out the uprising. But what about Bobby's dreams?
Oh, little Sally, dreams only come true in happy musicals. And some Hollywood films, but this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. That's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it is still a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there is still hope for dreams.
Bobby?
Hope?
Bobby, what are you doing? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
The amenity won't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten that spillage. Not by a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
The days of deprivation have just begun if this continues a moment longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years. And for 20 years, we've waited for the long-term solutions that never came. Well, we're done waiting, you see, for a new day has dawned today. A day of hope and happiness, when the idea of human dignity is more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day, this day, when the people pee for free, because the people are free! Yeah! Free, people are free, how can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free, people are free. How can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
From every hill, every steeple, ring up the anthem of the people, making a new way, breaking the cloud of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best to stay back here with your father. Hope, dear, the police will want to charge soon.
Your father?
Charged? Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope, dearest. A little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer Lockstock!
Daddy, wait! He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say. Happy! So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they meet today, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. What too bad the water that we share can fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions, you would get the child and leave a lifeless fool. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
But what of today?
You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You and your socialistic throng.
If the people be for free, they'll push the system to the brink. If today is village, tell us how tomorrow will I sing.
If it's you and me now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I see it's you, Mr. Strong, for on the subject of tomorrow. You are wrong! Officer Lockstock, prepare your... Man!
Everyone, into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in here.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
It's the same I can't not fight against him. So you can join us or you can stand aside.
Stand aside?
Heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I can never bear to have you taken where guilty peers meet the toilet judgment
Except
scene.
to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I do my part to banish all needs. To see fantastically clear when people be free with nothing to
Give
fear.
up now, we'll find a way somehow. All the people meet without a happy singing what's worth it being
Turned
eternity.
into
Running from those
tears.
fears
This
and the
riots
waves.
are child. Sing today, not tomorrow. And noise of sorrow.
You picked a fight you can't win today, Bobby Strong. Your rebel is no match for my men.
What is right, Bobby? They've got two officers, and they're also armed.
Now release the girl and face your punishment like a man.
Release! No one's holding anyone.
Bobby, listen to me. I'm a little short this morning.
Shorter than yesterday. You can punish our bodies, Mr. Clywell, but you can never punish our spirit!
Punish our bodies?
I never agreed to any punishment on my body.
Punishment is all you'll ever know once you release the girl!
Nah, without you, they won't. Which is why you're coming with us.
Coming with you? But I won't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I won't not fight against him.
Well, then how can I go with you? And not fight against my father unless, oh dear God! Bobby, no!
From every we've got your daughter, and we're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you?
We're walking out of here, Clodwell, and you're going to less. That is, if you care about your daughter.
You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't let go of the girl, and follow me.
Boss, what do we do?
Seize them.
No!
Don't let them get away.
Help her!
Everyone, run for your lives! Run!
Well, that's it for Act One. As you can see, the rebels four have taken Hope as their hostage. As for the rest of us, we've been thrown into a state of confusion because we're all moving so damn slowly. So we don't get to catch up. Not yet. Enjoy intermission, and see you